What if your child's big feelings aren't a problem to fix, but a language to understand? From tantrums to tears, jealousy to joy, your child's emotions are not chaos. They're communication. And when we treat them as such, we don't just calm moments, we cultivate lifelong emotional intelligence. Welcome to the emotional ecosystem, the inner world where feelings flow like weather patterns, sometimes sunny, sometimes stormy, and your role isn't to control the climate, but to be a steady anchor within it. Step 1. Name it to tame it neuroscience shows that simply labeling an emotion reduces its intensity in the brain. When your child screams in frustration, instead of "stop yelling," try "you're really frustrated because the tower fell." This activates the prefrontal cortex, the brain's calming center, while validating their experience. Don't rush to fix. First, witness. I see you're upset. That moment of being seen is often enough to begin regulation. Step 2. Emotions are messengers, not mandates. Teach your child. Feelings are information, not instructions. Anger might say, "My boundary was crossed." Sadness whispers, "I need comfort." Fear alerts, "I feel unsafe." Help them listen. What is your sadness trying to tell you? This shifts emotions from overwhelming forces to useful signals, building self-awareness they'll carry into adulthood. Step 3. Co-regulation before self-regulation. A dysregulated brain can't logic its way calm. Your child doesn't need a lecture during a meltdown. They need your regulated presence. Breathe slowly beside them. Offer a hand, not a solution. Say, "I'm here. You're safe." This isn't coddling, it's co-regulation, the biological process where your calm nervous system helps theirs find balance. Over time, they internalize this rhythm. But it starts with you staying grounded even when they're not. Step 4. Expand the emotional vocabulary. Move beyond happy, sad, and mad. Introduce nuance. Disappointed versus devastated, annoyed versus furious, nervous versus terrified. Use books, faces in mirrors, or emotion charts. The more precisely they can name what they feel, the less they'll act it out physically. Step 5. Normalize all emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. Avoid saying "you're okay" or "don't be scared." This invalidates. Instead, it's okay to feel scared. Everyone does sometimes. Create a home where all feelings are allowed, but not all behaviors. You can feel angry. You can't hit. This distinction teaches emotional responsibility without shame. Step 6. Model your own emotional navigation. Children learn more from what we do than what we say. Narrate your own process. "I'm feeling overwhelmed, so I'm going to take 3 deep breaths." "I made a mistake. I feel embarrassed, but that's part of learning." This shows emotions aren't weaknesses, they're human. Step 7. Create safe spaces for processing. Designate calm down zones, not as punishment, but as reset spaces. Stock them with sensory tools, stress balls, drawing paper, weighted blankets. Let your child choose what helps them return to center. Step 8. Reflect after the storm. When calm returns, gently revisit. Earlier, you were really upset. What happened? What helped? What might help next time? This builds metacognition, the ability to think about their thinking. Step 9. Separate behavior from identity. Never say, "You're so angry." Say, "You felt angry and you threw a block." This prevents your child from internalizing emotions as who they are. Step 10. Celebrate emotional courage. Acknowledge when they express hard feelings appropriately. "You told me you were sad," instead of shutting down. That took courage. Praise emotional honesty as much as academic or athletic wins. This emotional ecosystem isn't built in a day. It's cultivated through thousands of tiny moments. The time you paused instead of scolding. The breath you took before reacting. The "I see you" you offered in the middle of chaos. And the payoff? A child who doesn't fear their feelings. Who can say, "I'm overwhelmed, I need a minute." Who listens to others with empathy because they've been deeply heard themselves. In a world that often values performance over presence, emotional fluency is the ultimate superpower. You're not just raising a well-behaved child. You're raising an emotionally intelligent adult, one who can navigate conflict with clarity, build authentic relationships, and lead with compassion. That begins not with control, but with connection. Not with suppression, but with sanctuary. Your child's big feelings aren't a burden. They're an invitation to understand, to guide, and to grow alongside them. If you believe emotional intelligence is the foundation of a meaningful life, like this video, share it with a parent, teacher, or caregiver nurturing the next generation of empathetic leaders, and subscribe for more in depth. Science-backed insights on mindful parenting, emotional wellness, and raising whole humans in a fractured world. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a short or deep dive that helps you build a home where every feeling has a place and every heart feels safe to be known.